We're back to Central America. I'm concerned about the reliability of some of our security partners in the region, specifically in the Northern Triangle. And I want to make sure that we aren't sending good money, after bad. I'm not confident that Honduras government is a reliable partner in the fight against narcotics, narco trafficking. They recover less than 1% of what is trafficked through the country. That is not even the cost of doing business for a narco trafficker. So on that note, are you aware that on November 26, 2018, the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Southern District of New York indicted Juan Antonio Hernández Alvaro, President Hernández's brother, on drug trafficking charges?
Yes.
So
I didn't know the date, but I knew of the indictment. Yes, ma'am.
So according to the indictment, Mr. Hernández had access to cocaine labs in Honduras and Colombia. This cocaine was tagged or marked, stamped TH for his initials, Tony Hernández. Are you confident that President Hernández was unaware that his brother is an alleged narco trafficker?
I answer that for you in a different forum, please. But here's what. But I will try and answer the question that you're getting to with respect to the policy.
I'm
we
happy
do have real
to
concerns.
do a classified briefing on this.
Just there's ongoing. Anyway, I just prefer to do that. If that's acceptable.
I can respect that. I'm very concerned that we continue to work with people and invite them to groundbreaking ceremonies for our U.S. Embassy buildings when we should not be doing business with these people. We should be holding them accountable for the crisis that is happening at our southern border. We have to be serious about holding these three governments accountable for what they are doing, forcing young children and women out of their countries. Look, I was one of those kids. My parents didn't see a future for me in Guatemala. They sent me to the U.S. To live with my father's oldest brother. No parent should have to make that decision. No child's future should be robbed from being able to have a successful life where they were born. And I think that we can agree on that. And I hope that we will continue to pay attention to the region and to hold people accountable, including the State Department. The State Department is severely underfunded. I don't blame them for some of those missteps that they have taken, but at the same time, we have to put on a serious face in front of these people. The attacks against CSIG, while we may disagree on press releases that might have been sent, and it wasn't from them, it was the Attorney General's office. You and I know that CSIG is an investigative body. Their charge is to investigate corruption, and hopefully someday that these governments will be able to do their own investigations. That's not happening, not with President Morales. It is not happening with Moxie, with President Hernández in Honduras. I'm hopeful that in El Salvador, with the new president, we will have an opportunity to do better. But we can't do better with a new administration when we are showing a terrible example of continuing to support bad actors in these two other countries.
I'm sorry, you didn't ask a question.
I didn't, but I would like you to respond and commit. Last year, we passed an amendment in the NDAA, which required the State Department to provide Congress with a report that includes a list of corrupt elected officials. They were supposed to do this 180 days after the NDAA was enacted. To my account, it's 226 days now, long overdue. Can we expect that sometime in the near future?
Yeah, I will look into that. I was unaware that we had a due out that was overdue. And I will absolutely look into that and get you a response on when we believe we can complete that task. That legally required task.